All right, everyone, listen up. Most people think of Denmark, and they picture maybe some Vikings or some Legos, and that's it. But I'm telling you, you are completely missing out on one of the most insane countries on the planet. We're talking about a place with epic castles that literally inspired Shakespeare. Cities with canals so colorful, they look like they're straight out of a movie. And coastlines so wild, you won't believe they're real. Seriously, your mind is about to be blown. Hit that subscribe button, because we are starting the most insane tour of Denmark ever attempted right now. Okay, first up is Copenhagen. We are diving headfirst into the most iconic spot in the entire city, Nyhavn. Just look at this place. It's like someone cranked the saturation to 150% in real life. These colorful houses lining the canal are absolutely insane. Back in the 1600s, this was a super busy commercial port with ships from all over the world docking right here. Sailors, merchants, you name it. This was the center of everything. Today, the waterfront is packed with the coolest cafes, restaurants, and bars. We flew our drone right down the middle of the canal. The view is unbelievable. You can see everything. The people waving, the ornate details on the old ship masts. It's a living, breathing postcard for Nyhavn man, bam, morning and tree. Anan out tree. Nai, John out day. Hans Christian Andersen lived in 3 different houses here. He wrote, looking out at this exact view. Every angle was perfect, centuries of stories in every surface. If you thought Nyhavn was cool, wait until you see Tivoli Gardens, one of the oldest operating amusement parks on Earth. As day turns to night, the entire park transforms. Flying above it, with permission, felt like soaring over a fantasy kingdom. All right, team. We are leaving the city behind. Dramatic. Because we are heading to one of the most legendary castles on the planet. This is Kronborg, the castle from Shakespeare's Hamlet. A real fortress, guarding the Baltic trade lanes for centuries. Thick walls, towering spires, history radiating from the stones. It's no wonder Shakespeare chose it for his most famous play. You can almost hear ghostly whispers as you fly toward the gate. Inside the courtyard, absolutely massive. Feasts, balls, celebrations, royal life on full display. Then down into dark casemates, soldiers' siege quarters. Legend says Holger the Dane sleeps here to wake if Denmark is in danger. From opulent tapestries to the stark chapel, every room tells Denmark's story. Kronborg is a living museum, a stronghold, and a royal palace. What an unbelievable piece of history. All right, from ancient castles to a world built from dreams. This is Legoland, Billund. Dreams made of tiny plastic bricks. The entire park is a monument to creativity. Every corner, every ride, every building. First stop, Miniland, a miniature world with unbelievable detail. Everything is alive. Boats, cars, trains, even lifting bridges. We tried counting the bricks in one building. We gave up. The Dragon starts as a medieval tour. Then bam, a thrilling run outside. The Lego canoe. Final drop. Massive wave. Worth it. We had an all-out water war. Things got competitive. Train like a ninja. I almost believed I had superpowers. I built the ultimate speed machine. It fell apart on the first jump. From the insane detail to creative thrills, it celebrates imagination. A day at Legoland is a non-stop adventure. 11 out of 10. An absolute must when you're in Denmark. After the high-energy chaos of Legoland, we're slowing down for one of the world's most famous statues. The Little Mermaid, a symbol that's captured hearts for over a century, based on Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale. Longing, sacrifice, small in size, huge in impact. A pilgrimage site, millions of photos from this very spot. It's been vandalized and restored, a symbol of resilience. From the water, you see the delicate figure set against a bustling harbor. A quiet moment by the sea. Absolutely worth visiting. It might be small, but its presence is huge. We've seen castles, Legos, and icons. Now we're traveling back in time. Founded in the early 700s, over 1,300 years old, it's like walking straight into a history book. We climbed the tower because we love a view, a sea of red tiles, flat green marsh stretching to the sea. You can read the medieval layout from above. Then we lived like Vikings for a day, skilled craftspeople, traders, explorers, not just warriors. The smell of wood smoke transports you to the 9th century. At night, the town crier walks the streets, a tradition kept for centuries. One of the most atmospheric experiences I've ever had. Ribe is a perfectly preserved time capsule, an absolute 10 out of 10, must visit. We're going to Denmark's northernmost tip. At Grenland, the Skagerrak and the Kattegat smash into each other, 1 foot in each sea, a visible dividing line. You reach it riding the sandormen, the sandworm, over the beach. Artists have chased this light for a century. It's magic. Nearby, a church was literally eaten by sand. Only the tower remains. Nature always wins. We climbed 210 steps. The panoramic view is insane. A dangerous crossroads of currents, countless shipwrecks. It's epic. A living history lesson written in sand and sea. Prepare to have your minds blown. Welcome to Møns Klint. Pure white cliffs dropping over 400 feet into turquoise Baltic water. Your stomach drops when you peer over the edge. Formed by glaciers, made from countless microscopic shells, 70 million years of history. We sent our FPV drone straight off the edge. Heart-pounding. It looks like the Caribbean, but it's Denmark. Getting to the beach is an adventure and a leg workout on the way back. Standing below, you feel tiny beneath this colossal wall of white. Hunt fossils, skip stones, soak in raw beauty. Above, an ancient beach forest grows in gnarly, fantastical shapes. The Geocenter dives into the deep time story, from sea monsters to chalk. At the Queen's Chair, the coastline curves for miles, absolutely jaw-dropping. From golden morning to blinding midday, a living canvas. With almost zero light pollution, the sky explodes with stars. Billions of stars reflected in the Baltic, profoundly humbling. Next stop, Denmark's second city, Aarhus, for one of the craziest art installations on the planet. ARoS, with a giant circular glass walkway, your rainbow panorama. It's like walking through a rainbow in the sky. Each color changes your mood and how you see the city below. From outside, it floats like a luminous halo. 10 floors of art, descending into a Dante-inspired layout, and the massive, hyper-real Boy. The Latin Quarter mixes historic streets with trendy cafes and galleries. Down at the harbor, Dock 1 shows a futuristic Aarhus, voted best public library in the world. A vibrant university city, food markets, festivals, public art everywhere. Explore 1,000 years in the morning, step into a rainbow in the afternoon. What could be cooler? In Roskilde, history comes alive. Not replicas, real ships over 1,000 years old, raised from the fjord. They rebuild using exact Viking techniques. No power tools. Feel the oar bite, smell the salty air, see the world like a Viking. Then, Roskilde Cathedral. Burial place of Danish monarchs for over 600 years. Nearly 40 monarchs. Elaborate tombs beneath soaring vaults. Masterful chapels layered across centuries. Roskilde is the cradle of Danish history. You cannot come to Denmark without seeing this. Final location, the Baltic's hidden gem, Bornholm. Hammershus, the largest castle ruin in northern Europe. Perched 74 meters above the sea, almost untouchable. Every broken stone tells a story of kings, archbishops, and armies. The 360-degree view is worth the trip alone. Duode Beach, sand so fine it was used in hourglasses. Crystal clear water, icy, but we ran straight in. Bornholm breathes creativity, especially glass and ceramics. Iconic round churches, 12th century sanctuaries built to defend. History, nature, art, adventure, a hidden world waiting to be discovered. If you can come, take it. Unforgettable, the perfect end to our tour. And that is it, 10 of the most epic places in Denmark. We've sailed on Viking ships, explored Hamlet's castle, and climbed ancient heights, and stood where two seas crash, and on the edge of 400-foot cliffs. Modern design meets thousand-year-old history like nowhere else. Which spot are you adding to your list first? Roskilde's ships, the cliffs, or the giant Lego park? Tell us in the comments. We're reading them all to plan our next adventure. Smash like, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're planning something even bigger and crazier next. Thank you for watching. Best fans in the world. See you in the next adventure. Peace.